Hi everyone, my name is Kid Nosta. In this video I'm just going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you get started on speedrunning Ashes of Sker Hotel and Sker Ritual. I'm making this because I would really like to see some more people trying to get into speedrunning this game. I think it could be a lot of fun. It's definitely a pretty good game for speedrunning, and in case that some people were thinking about it but maybe not sure where to start, I thought I would make this, just to give people a starting point in case they were kind of debating it, just help them out a little bit. So let's get right into it. So before the round even starts here, we already have a little mini time save you could do. So you'll see I am immediately running to this door on the left after I spawn in. That's because you can actually buy and open it so that when you actually go to walk through it after picking up the canister, you don't have to wait for it to open. Very minuscule time save, but every little bit counts. So you see, you sit behind it and angle yourself so that you can run straight through the door afterwards, straight down to the refill station. Now, next part is you have to open the 4 different vents in order to access the refill station for the canisters. There are 4 vents in total that you need to shoot. There's one here that I'm aiming just at, one just to the left of it, and then the third one is on this wall over here. You have to kind of walk into the room and take a little bit of damage to shoot it down. And then there's one when you turn all the way to the left to the right of the supplies or of the refill station. It's just there. So the way I normally like to do it is in the order I brought them up. You shoot this one first. Look a little to the left. Shoot the second one. See it over there in the back, the little red light. Walk in. You hit the third one. They each take 2 shots, by the way, so you hit them each for 50 damage. They have 100 HP. And you turn around, immediately shoot this one down. Now, if you took a lot of damage from the toxic gas in the room, or got hit by an enemy, or they're getting close to you, or you hear them getting close to you, it may be wise to pop a elixir to heal yourself, just so you don't accidentally go down or get forced out of the circle, because you want to be able to refill this canister as fast as you can. So 2 things actually I want to reiterate. I want to talk about real quick before we go any further. First off, when it comes to miracle loadouts, anything really is fine, to be honest, except for 2 things. For your elixir upgrade, you want to get the one that increases your sprint speed after you use it. And for your ultimate ability, you want to get the purple one. I think it's called Can't Miss. It makes it so that after you use it, it doesn't do any explosion or damage around you, but it automatically, um, when you shoot, it automatically targets any enemies that can in front of you. It'll automatically headshot them no matter where you're aiming. This is really important for the void portion of the questline specifically, because it makes it really easy to kill them quickly. I'll elaborate a little bit on it later, but just so you know, you want to prioritize the sprint speed elixir and the can't miss ultimate ability. And also, you want to blow through rounds as fast as you can. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be at the end of round 4 by the time you have all the canisters done. You want to finish them around the same time. Another small time save. Once you put the canister into the slot here on the left, if you walk up to the teleporter, you don't even have to wait for it to fully spawn in. You can walk right up to it, immediately interact with it. Now, you have 3 canisters around the map that you need to find. They'll always spawn in the same spot. The first one I'm walking to, just here, under the stairway. You always want to grab that one first. Always, 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 always. There's one down the hallway to the left, by the Stallion Juice and Lucky's Doghouse over there. And then also, across from the refill station room, just through here, there's another canister. So this is where your route can kind of change. Oh, also, if you don't get the miracles you need, pick anything that isn't the elixir or ultimate upgrade. Just try and stall so you don't use up that slot, and then you can't get the miracle you need anymore. So again, keep going through, keep getting as many kills as you can. Don't wait for them to melee them. Just kill them. The time you save by going through the rounds early is much more important than the points. You have more than enough. So there's 3 different spots you can put the full canisters on. There's one to the left of this door over here, and there's 2 in either corner on the like right side of the room over here. Now, the way you want to do this is you want to save this slot by the to the left of the door here for last, unless you get a half price power up. In that case, once you pick up the half price power up and if you're carrying a full canister, put it in that slot and then go through the hallway here and buy as many doors as you can. Buy this door, buy the 2 doors that branch off to the right, buy the door to the stallion juice room. If you have enough still left over, which normally you would, you can buy yourself a stallion juice, and if you have a little bit extra left over and lucky is there, you can get yourself a random weapon. So I did put it in the far corner there. I should have done the one that was closer to me, but it's okay. I kind of just goofed. So I got the first canister done. Now you see the second one is just down here in this back room. Grab it. You can walk back to the refill station and throw it in there. While this is going, just in terms of movement, you can kind of like slide jump like in some other FPS games, but the way you have to do it here is you have to, run, hold shift, and then press C to slide, but then you have to double tap space instead of pressing it once. Pressing it once takes you out of the crouch, and pressing it again makes you jump, and it does keep some of the momentum from when you were running. Now you'll see here, I got the half price power up, so I go put it in that slot next to the door. I open these 4 doors, and I do have enough left over here to buy myself a stallion juice. Another fun little mechanic thing you can do here is if you buy a perk and melee immediately after, you'll see that it actually cancels out the animation and you get the perk instantly. It is still there. You still do get like the effects of it. It doesn't like bug it out or anything. Don't worry. So you see I start running back. I have the last canister I need. Go throw it in there. Now you'll see I'm at the end of round 4 now, getting towards it. And you want this because the next step, you need to be on a killer watt round so that the map goes dark, because there's a code that you can only see in the dark that you need to enter. So give it a sec. I get the last canister. I go put it in on this slot in the wall over here. I should have... No, I did kind of troll a little bit here. Typically what you want to do, like I should have grabbed that sudden death there. I forgot that I had just used my Molotov. I had just kind of hoped it was up. Now, to get the wonder weapon in this map, the Howler, you have to open this box and it'll be in there. But before it spawns in, it's going to spawn 5 killer watts around you. And you have to kill all 5 of them before you can pick up the weapon. Now, what I normally do here is I aim myself at the left half of, like, the left side of the box there, and then I open the box, give it about a second or two, and then throw my Molotov right at it. More often than not, it should kill all of the killer watts that spawn there. If it doesn't, it'll always kill the 3 on the left. So you just have one in the far right corner there, and one directly to your right that you'd have to kill. But more often than not, it'll just kill all 5. But you'll see here, because I goofed and forgot I didn't have my Molotov, I got jumped. But you get the idea. Just throw the Molotov at the left side of the box, and you're good to go. So I get myself the Howler here. Now, I am going to start round 4 here. I did kind of waste a little bit of time. I didn't see him over there. Now you'll see on the wall to the right here, you see the code there. It says 3214. You have to shoot the Howler at the wall here to enter it there. Just be careful if one of the bullets ricochet and hit a second statue from the same shot, it will enter it again. So if you are having this happen to you, it's not a bad idea to walk directly, like to aim yourself directly perpendicular from the wall, and then instead of moving the mouse, you just use your left and right, or your A and D keys to move left and right, so that the bullets don't like angle funny and go hit the other statues on the wall. Second code here, 4231. Now you go enter it just here. And now we're into the main part of the quest line. That is basically the opening all done. Now you gotta walk up here and activate the console. First, you want to do the Labyrinth punch card, because even though you have a killer watt round for the theater, you don't have enough as far as I've been able to tell. Even if you, I don't think you have enough. Sorry, you might be able to if you like are able to not kill any of them. You might have just barely enough to get the 10 charges you need. But I like to play it safe. It's like I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. I haven't had any game where it actually works. I just keep forgetting to count. I still prefer to do the Labyrinth first and get it out of the way because it's probably the most annoying one. So to get through the Labyrinth easiest, sorry, it's literally you just hug the right wall. You just hug it and do not let go. It'll bring you directly to both clone machines. So you see I'm hugging the right wall here. First one is just here on the right. Let the lamb walk up, let him get inside the clone machine. Had to refill ammo here. And bam, that's one done. Now that you gotta go to one more cloning machine. You'll see here, I do flick my camera a little bit here, but just in case, again, you want to keep hugging the right wall after you walk out of the cloning room. Sorry, my camera was getting a bit shaky here. I was kind of missing a lot of shots and kind of just being an idiot. But again, hug the right wall. You'll get through this just fine. You'll get through this A-okay. And there you go. The second cloning machine is just through here. There's no other like hallways that branch off. You just walk straight through. And there you go. There's the second cloning machine. Now to get to the end of the labyrinth here, you obviously got to walk out the way you came. You turn right and just go all the way down to the end of the hallway. Just go straight until you can't go straight anymore. You just got to turn to the right there, and the entrance will be just there. Do be careful on round 7. Sorry, I should point this out. Round 7 is when the big guys whose heads explode start spawning. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. You absolutely have to be extremely careful with these guys. This is where most of my runs end, to be honest. If I get a little, overzealous, I just kind of start goofing off. I'm like, I'm almost done. I'll be fine. If you are in range of these guys when you shoot the head, you will lose half of your HP bar if you don't have Elixir of Life. So you can get chunked out really bad, and the chances are you go down if that happens to you in a bad spot. So, if you can't keep your distance from them, do not shoot them in the head, just shoot them in the body. You'll get less points, obviously, but you won't die, so I think it may be a fair trade-off. So you go all the way straight down the hallway, and you literally can't miss it. Like, it's a dead end here. It's where the exit is. Got a lucky triple points here. It was nice. There you go. You let him walk up, step on the pressure plate, you get the punch card. Try to end the round before you teleport out, because if you don't, you're going to have to wait for the enemies to respawn, and there's a chance that they bug out and just stop spawning, and you have to go all the way back and find them, and yeah, it's just not fun. But yeah, as soon as you finish that, teleport out of the labyrinth, walk up, change the destination to the theater, and go straight there in between rounds. While you're waiting for the animatronic rat to finish coming out from the floor there, do try and get through round 8 as quick as possible. I usually don't like to leave this room until I've gotten through round 8. Sorry, until I've gotten through round 8. I want to be going through round 9 when I'm running around the map trying to get the animatronic rat parts. Because the next step afterwards, you need to be on a killer watt round to get enough charges to fully charge the rat. So it's just easiest to get through round 8 while the enemies are already spawning, go through round 9 while you're running around collecting the parts, and then you'll be at round 10 right at the exact time you need to start getting those charges. I should have put the eye on earlier, but oh well. Now there's 3 parts in the main part of the map here. One of the doors you opened at the start of the game. You walk down, go through the hallway, open the door on your right. The ramp is just there. Pick up the part, go back the way you came, go back to the spawn room. Then next to the one of the slots that you put the canisters in, you'll see another rat. You grab the hand. Whenever you get the chance, you want to change the destination there because the last part you need is in the howler room. So you go through here, through this little corridor behind the weapon upgrade machine. The third rat will be just here. And the fourth part, you see here, I take the teleporter. Ah, right. So sorry, I should probably say. You want to get the Howler to tier 2 before you get to the boss fight. Very important. It won't really do enough damage to kill the boss very quickly if you have an unupgraded or a tier 1. Tier 2 at most is really all you need. Getting it to tier 3 is a bit of a time waste. Costs a lot more points than it's really worth. So what I was trying to do here was when you are trying to upgrade when you're trying to upgrade a weapon from tier 0 to tier 1 with a half price power up active, you need 2,500 points. And to get it from tier 1 to tier 2, you need 7,500 points. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to get enough points that I could get both upgrades done while it was active, but you see I have just under 7,500 for the second upgrade. So I don't bother, I just go straight up here to the Elixir Life Room. I wound up buying that for myself instead. You see, I buy it, I do the melee, cancels out the animation. You can't interact with anything else, so it is... The other one is kind of just because you can. But this one, it is kind of important that you do the animation cancel, because the rat part is just here. You'd be stuck in the animation if you don't do it. And you'd waste an extra second or two. Once you do that, you go change the teleporter back to the theater, put all the parts on them. You'll see I'm intentionally not taking any upgrades that aren't so I'm intentionally not taking any upgrades that are for my ultimate or my elixir until I get the sprint speed for the elixir and the auto aim for the ultimate ability, because they are just both very important. So round 10, you got the killer watts spawning, you need to get 10 charges. One small thing to note here is that if you kill the killer watts before they get through the doors and like out of their spawn area, you won't actually be able to pick up the charge, which there's enough spawning that and most of them will be able to walk into the room, but just a small thing to be wary of in case you are killing them quickly. Just be careful not to kill them before they exit the spawn. Now you're done that, you're almost done. You're at the void step now, the last part before the boss fight. This part, there isn't really a whole lot to go over. All I really have to do is explain why the can't miss is so useful here. I'll wait till I use it, and then I'll kind of skip ahead because there's really not much going on. But again, can't miss. It auto aims at the head of any enemies you see, and you can see here that it's very dark and foggy. You can't see very far in front of you. But when it comes to the ultimate ability, even though you can't really see them, as long as they're in front of you, it will auto target their heads. So what you do is you what you do is you activate the ability like this, and then you just kind of spray your gun off into the dark. You just kind of go for it and get as many kills as you can. It's a lot better if you have like a AR or an SMG or like even the pistol that you can spam, and you save it for like when you get sudden death. You can kind of go through like half a round, if not if not the entire round, just by randomly shooting off into the dark, which is a huge time save, obviously. There's not really too much else to go over here. It is just killing them as fast as you can. You see I upgraded again here. There's not too much else to go over in regards to the void step. There is one thing you can do. You'll see here there was just like a little flicker of red here. there is a doll that you can shoot for a different Easter egg just behind the ammo machine here. You see it there? Little light. If you shoot that while you're standing in the circle, it does actually count towards your progress. It is coded as an enemy, from what I can tell, which I think I forgot to shoot it in this run, which it was really unfortunate because I got stuck at 99% and lost a good like 10 seconds because I got stuck reloading and got stuck in a bad spot, and it was kind of just a mess. If Isaac shows up, you can just kill him. The Howler is definitely strong enough. If you don't have the Howler upgraded to tier 2, by the way, don't as soon as you get enough points, don't go right away. Wait until you're between rounds so that you don't mess with the enemy spawns and you don't have to wait for them to respawn. You can lose a ton of time this way, especially if they bug out and just stop spawning. Like in the room you're in, you have to like go back and look for them, and like in their spawns, it takes an insane amount of time, huge time waste, really annoying bug. Um, I'm assuming in the future though it'll be fixed, but just for the moment, another thing to be wary of. Uh, Once you're getting towards the end of the uh, your little killing spree here, the table is going to be here. Just be a little mindful of it. It is really easy to kind of, while you're trying not to leave the circle, it's really easy to get stuck up against it and kind of pin down there. You can't really move or get out. I've gone down a couple times because of it. Just another thing to be wary of. So you grab the punch card, grab third punch card, you walk up to the console here, you you use the punch card there, and then immediately the top right monitor will turn on. You can just interact with it to set it to the boss fight room. Now, the boss fight is super easy. It is extremely easy. All you really have to do is activate your can't miss, walk into the boss fight. He bugged out and like reset here for some reason. I'm not sure why. The easiest way to do this is to just keep walking, like keep him uh like keep yourself angled perpendicular to the walls and just keep shooting through him at the wall. The bullets will just keep bouncing back and forth. If any enemies do spawn and try to run at you, they'll just die. Obviously try and aim for the head, but if he's moving around too much or he uses his blink, just shoot him. Doesn't matter. As long as you get the damage off, the damage goes off, you're good. And then yeah, as soon as you kill him, the portal will spawn here. You can interact with it right away, and congrats, you've speedrun the Ashes of Sker Hotel Easter egg. I hope this helps. If you give it a go, let me know what your times are. This is my current personal best. I'd love to see if any of y'all can beat it. Laters.